So today we're talking about the original Lady and the Tramp, which is part of my Disney Plus series as reviews, because as you can see here, they have the remake, which I gotta watch. But with any remake of a Disney animated film, I want to always talk about the original, and this is the version I decided to watch the original animated version. And most Disney animated movies I have not seen in a very long time. I watched them all back when I was about 8 or 10 years old. I am now 17, so it's been about 7 years. I think it was either 11 even, but it's been a very long time since I watched a lot of these movies. I don't even remember when I watched them last, to be honest. And I remember liking them all, but as I've just grown older, I've never had a desire to watch some of these movies, and I think that explains a lot. When I rewatched this movie, I appreciated the animation, but it was almost as if it was just a movie on in the background for me, because it's really boring. I know people love this one, but here's the thing. Anything Disney, people are always biased to them because they grew up on it. And so even every complaint someone will try to argue with me about for that reason. And I think you are entitled to your opinion if these are genuine opinions you have, and it's not just because you grew up on it. That's okay. But if you grew up on this movie and you're ignoring criticism because you grew up on it, that is ridiculous. You can still, my review should not stop you from enjoying the film. But don't take things that you enjoyed when you were younger and just give them a pass as, nope, they're still good, if you haven't seen them since you were a kid. Just remember, because it's okay to have fond memories. Those memories won't disappear, because when you watch it as an adult, it'll be like, oh, I guess this movie isn't as good as I remember, but I still have those fond memories. Those memories don't disappear. And I still have fond memories of watching this movie when I was younger. I didn't rewatch it a ton because we didn't own this movie in my house. I think when it first came out on Blu-ray, my dad bought a lot of Disney animated movies that way, and this was one of them. And I remember liking it. There's not much to it, though. There isn't a story here. I mean, there is. Lady and the Tramp, who is just, he's a streetless dog trying to show Lady what it's like to be free, and the two of them end up falling in love, and, it's just that. Everyone knows the plot of this movie, I think, even if you've never seen the movie, or at least you know the iconic spaghetti scene. And I think that's the thing. That scene is really good. It's really funny. The music in it is fantastic. The animation and the visuals and on the characters' faces and the expression, how expressive the animation is beautiful. Just watch that scene. That's it. That's all you need to see from this movie. There's nothing else memorable here. There really isn't that much of a story. It's actually quite boring. It's like little segments of shorts stitched together to kind of make a story about two dogs falling in love, which some people might find entertaining. I feel like if you really like Disney animated movies, you've seen this movie. So I don't need to say crap like, if you really like Disney animated movies, you should watch this, because you probably already have, and you probably already like it. But if you don't, if you want a movie with a story and, like anything of substance besides just like mild entertainment value, there's no reason to watch this movie. Again, that sequence there is great. It's the only memorable part of the movie. It's the only part from the last 7 or so years since I've seen this movie that I can even remember existing. And a lot of it is just factually, this movie is just, a lot of Disney movies were actually made as shorts. I'm not sure if this one's made as a short. It might be. Dumbo I don't like very much. Not because people find it racist, which it's not. I mean, there are definitely some racist aspects to it, but this was a movie made in the 40s, okay? Everybody was freaking racist, and whether it was right or not doesn't change the fact that we were, and we shouldn't erase history, blah, blah, blah. But that movie was made to be a short, and it's not a story. And I feel like a lot of Disney animated movies are like that. They're very boring, and a lot of these things would be better if they were made as shorts. Some of these are also really fantastic and really good. I feel like a lot of these show their age, and a lot of people don't acknowledge it because they are so blind to nostalgia. I mean, again, we have a whole era of remakes coming out that are making so much money, shot-for-shot versions of classic films. But people see it because of the nostalgia. They love these movies. And again, I'm not trying to say, well, you can't love the movie, but it's just, you're letting it get in the way of it, you acknowledging the film for what it is. You're letting your nostalgia blind you from what it is. These remakes are bad. You shouldn't see them. They destroy... I'm not saying they're destroying the original or they're ruining the integrity of the original and the people behind them. Like, now when you look at The Lion King, it's associated with the new one. You know, if you really loved The Lion King, you really should not have seen the remake, because you're just going to make it worse upon yourself. You know, in a way, I love Disney and their films, and I love the memories I've had from them, but I can't let it blind me from what the film actually is. And I love this movie, its music and score, and I love the animation, but there's not much to this film besides that.